Alright, if you happen to see my last video, you might have noticed that I had a supposedly sealed first anthology that ended up having been completely unwrapped, all the cards taken out and put back in. So that was pretty disappointing, and I figured for the next video I'd turn it up to 11 and we'd do some of the last 3 sets that Decipher did. And these have some of the more playable and more valuable cards in the game. So we'll get started with the Tatooine. This was a pretty small set, I believe 90 cards plus 9 alternate images. The alternate images were the same playability as the regular card that they were made of, but I believe there was 1 alternate image for every 3 regular images of a card, so it was much rarer to get the alternate. And this one's pretty tough to open, so we'll just go sideways like that. Okay. Originally, Tatooine was supposed to be a set called Skywalkers, but it ended up being an Episode 1 set, but there was still a mix of what I am guessing would have been Skywalker-related themes. I believe in the Death Star 2 starter set, in the rulebook, you can see the preview for the Skywalker set. Alright, that's always been an interesting card. Activate up to 2 force, your opponent does, and then you get 4 force, or they retrieve 1, and you retrieve 3. Alright, can use that for a Mon Calamari Admiral. I think the rare's often in the middle in Tatooine, but I can't remember anymore. It's been a while since I've opened Tatooine. But finally, Tatooine gave the light side some stuff to do with. And here's our rare. Will help you out in a Cloud City deck. Rule cards. This was the first set they did rule cards in. Instead of having a rule sheet on the top of each box, there would be rule cards randomly inserted into the packs. Pod racing was introduced in this set. This is not one of the better pod racers. I think the only reason to have any of the common or uncommon ones most likely was just because you didn't have Sebulbas. But I suppose this one could run interference. But I don't remember how pod racing works. I don't think you'd want to have 2 at the same time. Alright. Now on to Coruscant next, chronologically. This was a set I never got a whole lot of, but I do remember I went to a card shop up in northern Michigan when I was probably about 12 or 13 or so. This was, probably 2001, 2002, right after it came out. And there was a comic book store up there that sold bricks, they called them. So they took all the rare cards out and left all the commons and uncommons in. So I got things like the Trade Federation battleships, all sorts of political effects, a lot of the good senators. And I think there was a Ki-Adi-Mundi, a Jedi in there too, because they actually made an uncommon Jedi. So we'll see if we have him in here. The other thing Coruscant has is 2 really nice uncommons. There's a laser cannon battery, one of the best starship weapons in the game. And then, as mentioned before, Ki-Adi-Mundi. Okay, a rule card and a card list in the same pack. Not too excited about that, but we'll see what the rare is. This could be it. Okay, a Sith Infiltrator. Not bad. This is the normal version. The alternate image would have a yellowish circle around the set icon. Naboo Blaster. Pretty good uncommon effect. Another docking bay, and 2 more cards. Senator, and they killed them immediately. Kind of like the Episode 1 Monarch. And then our last pack, Feed Palace. It's going to be tough to top a Sith Infiltrator, but we'll see what we can do. These are rough ones today. Alright, a Bravo 3. Anytime I get a Naboo Starfighter, that's nice to see. Another card list. Okay, an objective. These are uncommons. They're somewhat hard to get. I'd like to see this objective played more, but I think with Imperial Decree around, it doesn't seem that much play. It doesn't let you do the force loss you want to do. Okay. And our rare is Captain Tarpals. Okay, so I saw an alien. Thought it might be Boss Nass, maybe Jar Jar, but it's Tarpals. Okay, and there's a couple good uncommons you can get in this set. There's Boss Nass's Chambers. There's the AAT, the tank, And I believe Wisa got a Grand Army's a common. So those might still be in here. We'll see. This guy who's in Theed Palace for some reason, even though he's a taxi driver on Coruscant. And energy shell launchers. So we did get a Sith infiltrator. That was definitely nice to see. Alright. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon with another opening video.